Hi, I'm Heather Fenty, Head of Content at Ongig. Today, I want to show you how we solve a common problem for some of our clients, which is creating a place to not only store job description or job posting content, but also turning job descriptions into job postings. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to log in to Text Analyzer here. And then I'm just going to start from creating a job from scratch. So I click new job here, and then I have one that is stored on my computer. So what I'll do is import a Word doc. Let me just find that here. Right, so I have a software engineer job description. So I uploaded that here, so it was in Word format. You can also copy and paste, or depending on the tier that you're in, we can do a scrape or an import from your applicant tracking system or career site. So once you have the job content here, you'll see it's in the job editor, and you notice there's lots of kind of funky formatting. It's not great. You probably have some job descriptions that look like this, especially if they're internal documents. So what I want to do, I'm going to actually change the name of this. So it's software engineer job description. So what I want to do first is apply a new job description template. So a lot of times what happens is a company has a new template that they want to use for their job descriptions, so their internal job descriptions. So we can actually create that first. So I will apply the template, and I'm going to uncheck these here first, just so we'll do those at another step. So I go in and I select the job description example template here. So I click on that and then I click apply template. And what I'll do after this goes through, I'll show you exactly what the template looks like. So, it's using AI automation here to create this new templated version of the job description. So it takes a couple minutes the first time, but I'll show you the back end of the template. So they're fully customizable. You choose what sections show up, if you want them to be locked or formatted in a certain way. So you'll see now this is cleaned up. It looks a lot better. So let me just show you really quickly the templates. So I will click on that, open a new window, and you'll see when I click on the template here, you notice that there are the different headings, section content. So this is just kind of an overview of what would be in this section. Let me go to one of these sections. So we also have an AI prompt here. So you can see, it's the section is sometimes called what you'll do or job summary. So if you have different job descriptions that say different things, the tool will pull in that information and put it into a templated format. And then you'll see here we give it some instructions. So make sure it's a bulleted list and do not remove any of the items listed, because this is your job description that you want to use for performance evaluations and things. So you want to keep that the same. And again, I'll look at another one. Let's just look at competencies. So again, copy any text from the competencies section and use the bulleted format. So here, if you want something to remain unchanged, you can lock it. We'll talk about scoring when we turn it into a job posting. So that's an example of the template. Now let me go back to the job. So what we've done so far is we've turned our kind of funky looking imported job description, and we've turned it into a better looking job description. So now what you could do from here is you could actually export this if you wanted to, but what we want to do is now turn it into a job posting. So a lot of times we have companies that say we've just been posting our job descriptions and we aren't getting anyone to apply. We want to increase our apply rates. So we need better job postings. So we will click here to convert this. So we have a separate template called job posting example. So we select that and then we click apply. So what this will do is it's going to convert into a job posting. So a more external facing piece of content around this software engineer job description. So again, it takes a couple minutes just to go through the process, and you'll notice when we go from our job posting to, or sorry, our job description to our job posting, what I'll do is I'm going to change the title here. So I'll save a copy of this so it's separate, right? So now we have the information looks a little different. The sections are, in a different format. There's more information around salary, benefits. There's things around a mission statement, D&I statements, EEO statements, things that people are looking for when they're looking at job postings. So now, and we could have done this at the first step, but I just wanted to show you, a couple of options. So now we can actually go and try to create a more gender neutral job posting, remove, complex words with a lot of syllables, and improve that readability. So what we do now is we click Optimize Content. So here you'll see this is going to remove masculine biased words, short and long sentences, correct grammar and spelling mistakes. So here we will click Rewrite Now. So it will just show you kind of what it's doing. And again, this is all AI generated, but we do recommend that any of the outputs that you see, that someone on your team reviews it to make sure that it is in line with what you want to put out there. So it's kind of, it's an assistant to help you create content, edit content, improve it, but then we always say, you want to have that human touch on the end of that. So once this finishes here, okay, you'll see now we've removed our masculine words. We have a more gender neutral job posting. The total score is now 90.5%. So this is considered a job posting that should, perform well. If you want to actually see the changes, you can go in and you can see, okay, every single step along the way. This is where I imported the job description from the Word document. I updated it by changing the title. Here I applied the AI template, so that was creating that new job description template. And then here is where I turned it into from a job description to a posting. Here I changed the title to Software Engineer Job Posting instead of description. Then we simplified the language and then we debiased it. So if you wanted to compare, let me just compare the current version with the original version, just so you can see. So you'll see the score, the total score increased along the way. You can always revert to versions. So if you wanted to go back to the start or go back a couple of versions, you could do that. But you'll be able to see what changed. So the red is the first version versus the green now is the second. So you'll notice, the sections are different. The job posting is easier, to read, and it's more of a marketing piece instead of this internal job description here. So when I'm done, there are a couple of ways to export this. So again, if you wanted to copy this, you could copy it so you have, a copy of your job posting versus your job description. Anytime you want to make a copy, you can do that here. You can also add it to favorites if it's a job that you're going to be hiring for a lot. But to export, you can go here and you select the export format. So out of the box, you can do a Word document. So if you want to export it back out to Word, you can do a PDF. You can also do HTML. So if you click on HTML, let me just show you really quickly here. You'll see this is formatted if you wanted to copy and paste it back into your ATS or your career site so that the formatting sticks. So let me just cancel that. And another thing I wanted to mention, we can also, if you're exporting to a Word document, you can actually export to other languages. These are the top 3 that we get requests from our clients. But basically, say you needed a Spanish or a French version of your newly created software engineer job posting, you could click French, And then when you click export, it will download a Word document for you. So you can save it where you like on your computer, or if you have a repository, shared drive, something like that. So that's kind of the overview of using Ongig to start from a job description in Word, uploading it, improving the format and templating the job description, then turning it into a job posting, and then exporting it for use. And I will mention too, if you, depending on the tier that you're in, our premium tiers and above, we can add a sync button here if you wanted to sync directly to your applicant tracking system. So that is it for today, and I appreciate you listening. Thank you.